Get the Long Mercury Mantra MP3 at JasonGallant.ca. Om Brahm Brim Brahm Sa Buddhaya Namaha. Om Brahm Brim Brahm Sa Buddhaya Namaha. Something I have to constantly remind students of is that they have power. Okay, they have the power to create suffering or to create joy in any one moment. And the hard thing is that when the cycle of suffering starts, it attracts more suffering. So you may have noticed this in yourself at some point. If you were experiencing depression or fear, you may have sought out circumstances or entertainment that match those resonances, okay, that match those vibrations of suffering. You could see it this way, an angry person seeking out reasons to get angry. A sad person seeking out reasons to be sad, you know. They may have some sadness inside, but instead of just being there and letting it go, just letting it do what it's going to do, they start to then seek other reasons why sadness exists in the world. They start looking at other causes, other places, and constantly going over and over and over again and getting caught in this merry-go-round of sadness. Now, this discussion is never about right and wrong, but if you wish to get off the merry-go-round of suffering, at some point you have to turn your attention towards what is right in this moment, not what is wrong. That's where a lot of people get caught. They get caught in constantly looking at suffering and then wondering why they're experiencing suffering. That's why some teachers won't even actually talk to you about anything that's going on in your life, any drama or anything that's going wrong. They'll just say, no, you're the self. You know, there's nothing wrong. This is it. Just be here now. And the only reason why I speak about this in these videos and speak about suffering with you is because there are a lot of people that are unwilling to just let go. So you have to come up with a different language for each person so that they can understand that they do have the power to free themselves from suffering in any one moment. That's really the difference between a master and a student, is that the master can free themselves from the internal suffering because they know it's just created so it can be uncreated. Feelings can come and go. Some are denser than others, but there is not this fixation that if I micromanage this or that somehow it will change my internal reality, it won't change my bliss, you see? So when you understand and experience your ability to create suffering or to create freedom, it's just natural that you choose freedom. Some people around you might want to pull you into the constriction and into the suffering. And then sometimes you seem very uncompassionate because you're like, well, I don't have time for that right now. Thanks. I'm feeling good already. But see, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you don't have to suffer. There's no one that says this. Some people think that suffering is compassion, but suffering is not compassion. Freeing yourself from suffering is compassion to yourself. And by doing so, you are showing others the way to free themselves. I would say freeing people from suffering is the highest compassion. So if you are experiencing suffering, watch what your mind does. Watch what it is seeking. Watch how it is continually seeking the same vibration. And when you notice this, discipline yourself to let go of the need to seek this negativity. The Blue Jays agree. That's their version of applause. You see, I could see the Blue Jays cries as negative and saying, they're booing me right now. but I'm choosing to see it as applause. See, this is the choice. You always have choice. You always have free will. And there are so many times I speak to people and they say, oh, but this should happen, that should happen. Again, these are all choices of your free will. Any stipulation that you put on yourself is a choice. It is not an obligation, it is your choice. So how do you experience your bliss? Stop seeking negativity. Just be here. Stop seeking to constantly understand the nature of pain, the nature of suffering. The understanding will not free you. The letting go and the surrendering to this moment, that is what will free you. You don't have to suffer. It's just that a lot of people are brought up to believe that that is what they are here for. It's just a misuse of free will. That's what suffering really is. It's a misunderstanding. So I hope this helps. Take care for now.